104.5, the team, your home for New York sports, and of course the Death Wish Coffee Fantasy Football League. I don't know if you guys noticed, a high score this week went to yours truly, Jeff Levack.
Ugh.
But because Raider Nation rolls deep, my boy Kane from Death Wish Coffee is joining us right now. Kane, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, man, good. So, I'm dominating this league, Kane.
I mean, it's kind of that way every year, and then you just totally fizzle out at the worst possible time. You're like the Chiefs.
I want to argue that so bad, but I can't. So I get high score this week, but people already hear me blabber on enough. Kane, where's your team at in the league right now?
Well, I think everyone out there can agree it's been a really, really weird year for the NFL. And so my team is sitting at a sub 500, which is surprisingly still in the playoff hunt. I don't think anyone's been eliminated, and there's only 2 weeks left.
That's awesome.
Which is kind of crazy if you ask me.
But it's fun because everybody's still in it. You know what I mean?
That's kind of, that's why I'm pumped. We did 6 teams, and we did it by division. So speaking of that, I just need, and this sucks, but I need Goz to lose so I can take that spot.
Nope, that's not going to happen. Can't do that. Radio humiliation here is too hot right now. By the way, what are the playoffs? I thought there was a league vote going on. Is it top 3 per division, or is it best overall 6 teams?
I'm pretty sure it's top 3. We put it to a vote, and I think everyone voted for that. So I'm pretty sure it's top 3 from each division. Levack, I think you're pretty much guaranteed a spot at this point.
I've actually locked up the number 1 overall seed. Yeah. It's tough being me. I'm going to rest my players for the next 2 weeks.
I hate to break it on air, but it was part of, just so you guys know, it's part of the contract that Goz had to abide because he wanted to make it at least to the second round of the playoffs this year. So we've had to, by default, make him mathematically impossible to not make it to at least the second round.
These are absolute lies. Lies.
I didn't want to say it, but damn.
Dude, if it wasn't for T, I wouldn't have a blemish on my record.
Oh, I know. And she's had a pretty terrible team. So I don't know how that happened, but I'm just, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. All we need to do is make the playoffs, and then who knows?
Well, now speaking of the playoffs, we're going to be there right before they start, correct? We're going to actually, for the first time ever, do a live broadcast from Death Wish Coffee. Yeah,
December 1st. We're really stoked about it. We got the room all set up for you, and we're going to keep the door open because I'm assuming it's going to smell like a locker room when you guys leave. So we'll keep the door open, keep it nice and fresh for everyone that has to go in there after.
Kane, everything in that building smells like delicious coffee, and if I could ruin that, I would be like a superpower.
It's probably the worst superpower you could have, but sure, man. Everyone needs goals.
What can we expect next Friday? Are you guys going to be randomly walking in, Swedish, and you and the whole crew is going to do the 1-2, and all right, guys, we're taking over the segment? I feel like that's how it's going to go.
I feel like it is. We're surprised you're allowing it. We already kind of call in and make these things go way longer than they're supposed to anyways. So it's like, I think this is going to be a one and done type thing. Kind of like Levack in the playoffs.
Oh, I can't wait to win. I'm just going to count my money in front of Kane all day. That's what I'm going to do.
Man.
But while we're there too, because obviously if you're a coffee lover, Death Wish the perfect gift. Will people be able to walk in and buy coffee and Death Wish swag while we're there?
Yeah, and we're also doing a toy drive. So I don't know if it's been mentioned yet, but we're going to be doing. Last year we did a Toys for Toga. We teamed up with Old Saratoga Brew because nothing goes better than children and beer. So that's a great combination for
one
those guys.
usually leads to the other.
But it was amazing. So what we do is for here at our we're at 19 Wood Road in Round Lake. Just type that in. Don't type in Death Wish Coffee. Just type in the actual address, and it should bring you right to where you need to be. 19 Wood Road in Round Lake, and what we'll do is you bring in a new and unopened toy. Nothing cheap either, not like a deck of cards or anything like a pair of shoelaces, but like a decent toy. We'll give you a bag of coffee for free. We'll trade it out. And we did that last year, and we had hundreds of toys here for these kids in Saratoga. It was an amazing thing to be a part of. That's awesome, man. I know that we love slapping each other around when it comes to fantasy football, but there's no denying the great stuff that Death Wish Coffee is doing for the community and just the jobs. Look at that place, Kane. Since we met over coffee, 3-4 years ago, you guys have like quadrupled in size. Yeah, it's been such an amazing journey to be able to kind of take this thing from a literal basement and Mike's coffee shop at the time, and then to do so much, not just sales volume, but we were able to be a part of $50,000 to the Special Olympics this year, and we're always trying to do charitable things. This is one of them, and to kind of we have a voice ever since we won that Super Bowl commercial, which, again, thank you guys. We're forever indebted to you guys because you guys were a big part of that and making us a local presence. So, hats off to you guys and what you're able to do, and it just kind of showcases how many people listen to you. I don't know. I can't even tell you how many people come up to me and they're like, oh, I heard, these two interesting gentlemen talking about Death Wish again. And, of course, they said it in not so nice words. But they listen, and they, it's been fantastic to be a part of. And, I think we're up to like 30 employees now, which is really cool. And then between, the contractors that we use for like, all our merchandise and everything, I think there's over 100 people that kind of touch the product before it gets to consumers.
That's fantastic.
So it's a really cool thing to be part of. And when you got a voice, I think it's our duty as a company to kind of do good. So this is one of the special things we get to do every year now is, do this toy drive. So please bring your toys and come get some free coffee out of it.
Love it, man. So we'll. I look forward to whooping up on everybody and changing my fate and winning the league. I'm probably just going to go high score the rest of the way out, Kane. So if you guys want to line up and join me in Smack Talk every week, I'll open the phone lines.
Hey man, we'll do that, and hopefully we'll do it again next year. And we see that it's you weren't able enough on your own. You were kind of like LeBron or anyone else. You needed to have Goz come in and kind of milk down the pod, water it down a little bit to kind of allow you to take it to the next level. So as much, crap as you're talking, you should thank your little sidekick there.
Little sidekick!
For helping you out.
The fact that it would take two of your teams to equal my wins, I will just take that as my win
Kane,
right now.
I appreciate you coming on, although I don't appreciate the sidekick. We'll see you guys next Friday. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Right. We appreciate you.
All right, bye, guys. Take it easy.